for 1 more minute and we'll let the participants join and the live streaming session start. So we'll start at 7:05 and we'll start with the introduction. Okay, so let's begin with the session now. Hello, everyone. I wish everyone have a very pleasant evening. I hope you're all doing well. Today's webinar is on higher studies in USA. So about the company, let's first talk about the company. Blackbucks is a new age digital platform aimed at upskilling and preparing engineering graduates for the tech company. Besides imparting training on AI, MI, cloud computing, cybersecurity, data science, etc., we care for overall development of the students. As a part of this, we initiated mock interviews for the students by experienced industry professionals. This unique initiative helps hundreds of students as the mock interviews are witnessed by 200 plus students. And we also organize such webinars for not only Blackbucks students, for various students to get to know about the various aspects and what is happening around. So about the speaker, and we have Hasith Reddy, and he worked in TCS Bangalore for 4 years. After that, he went to UK to do masters in project management from University of Manchester. And he's currently working as a project manager for a robotics company in UK known as Ross Robotics, and also as a program director in Blackbucks. And we also have another speaker named Ramesh Babu, who did his master's degree at St. Francis College, Brooklyn Heights, New York. He worked in Capgemini and various other companies. And sir, I request you to start the session on higher education. Good luck, sir.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you so much. Good morning, guys. So yeah, just give me a minute. I'm just preparing. Yeah, it looks fine. So I'm sharing my screen. Let me know if you all can see it.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah. So let me introduce myself. My name is Ramesh. I've graduated in 2016 back in Polarity College. So myself and Hasith, we are college mates. So that's how we have known each other. So from there, I've started my career as an Linux engineer. I worked in Capgemini for 2 years, and then I've worked in 2 more companies from there. It's Conard Digital, and the other one would be Provision. So there, I always thought of coming to US. So I've started my trials. I'll explain you. Everyone might be curious. So how would a fresher apply for colleges, and how would an experienced guy should apply for colleges, etc. So we'll all discuss about that. This will not be more of the basic information and all. You'll find it anywhere. I'll fill you the gaps. Yeah, we'll dive in a bit deeper. So before that, yeah. So in 2016 to 2021, I've worked. In 2020. This is 1 second. This is July, right? Yeah. So I've started my trials back in 2021. So what I did was first you'll have to. Yeah. Let me. Once. Yeah, so first of all, there are n number of colleges. You don't have to worry about anything. Okay. So people, there's a myth saying that, there are like thousands and thousands of applications and applicants, like if not lakhs or lakhs of applicants are coming. So how is it possible for me to travel abroad? So it's not like that. Every colleges have like a vast number of openings. There are like thousands and thousands of colleges in each states across US. So for that, you don't have to worry. All you have to worry about is a visa. We'll also come to that. So why study in US? US? You have a lot of opportunities across US. So there are many states, spread. There are many colleges spread across all states. I live in California. My college is in somewhere in New York, somewhere in Brooklyn. I've been to college only once. So this why I'm saying this is my college is entirely online. It's virtual. Of course, we'll have to go to college for attendance, like once in every 2 months. Okay. So few of the classes, they'll have online classes. Few of the colleges, few of the classes, they're for we'll have to visit colleges for that. So I'll also explain about my college, and then we'll move. So yeah, why study in US? You'll have lots and lots of opportunities. So for that reason, people mostly choose US. And you have added advantages. After you study, you'll have a type of visa wherein you can get to work in US. So that's a OPT visa. Even while studying, you can work. That's a CPT visa. People often forget, saying that I'll have to work part time and restaurants or malls or somewhere in any markets, or so it's all chaotic, but still, yeah, I'll explain you all those things. How do you apply for a job, or how do you apply for a part time, and how do you survive through this entire shitstorm, etc. So you have types of colleges. You have state universities, private universities, community colleges, etc. So state universities are like the best, but still they're not easy to get. You'll have to apply. You'll have to first take a test. So based on the colleges, based on the type of college, they'll accept GRE, TOEFL, IELTS, Duolingo, etc. So first and foremost, there are two categories. Freshers or any personnel who are really interested in college, who are really interested in studying. So out of 47 participants, I suppose like 15 to 20 participants, they might be freshers, or all of them are freshers. I'm not sure, but most not most of you, but like 15 plus students are really interested in study. So for them, what I recommend is choose your college first. Choose make a list of all the colleges which have better placements. Fees for that, first we'll put aside. Okay, we'll also come to that later. So first, make a list of colleges where you are really interested in, as in let's say your friend might have studied in that college, and you've got a good you've heard of a good pros for that college, etc. So make a list of all those colleges and courses as well. So trim down 5 to 10 colleges, and then make sure that it has placements. The community is good, and good colleges, they'll not have virtual classes. You'll have to attend classes in person, because that's how you can say that's a good college. So based on that, apply for give your exam. It can be GRE, it can be TOEFL, it can be Duolingo, anything. Based on that college, you'll have to find out what type of tests will they be accepting. And then try to give tests. People take a lot of time for just giving tests. Don't do that. Okay, take a month. That's it. Give a test, and then you'll get to know where you are at, and then you can read. Try for read. I mean, you can again give a test. Do not worry about saying that I'll have to give it only for the first time. I'll have to crack it. It doesn't work that way, because you'll get to see how do you give. What are the where are you going wrong, so you can prepare accordingly. So don't prepare a long. You'll just waste your time in that itself, because you have a lot more stages coming in after you do your test, after you give your test. So try to give your best at the very first time itself. If you do not have enough score, or if you are not satisfied with the score, you can again do the retest. Okay. It again varies based on the type of test, the cost and all. That's you might be all knowing, GRE, TOEFL, Duolingo, IELTS, etc.
Hi, Ramesh. This is
Yeah.
Anuradha. So I'm founder CEO of Blackbucks Engineers. So
Hey.
first, thank you for accepting to speak to the students. It's very early in the morning for you. So thank you so much for accepting to speak to the students. Just wanted to set a understanding for all of us here, Hasith and yourself, about what kind of students are here. So just wanted to ask students to type in which stream are you in and which year, second year or third year, mechanical, what is that? Can you please type which year are you in and which stream? CSC third year. Okay. So most of you are from CSE, it's like. Triple E first year. Okay, quite early planning, Jaya Santoshi, for you. Fourth year, passed out CSE. 2022 guys have already passed out. All right, so now I have another question, all of you. So how many states are there in the US? Oh, 52, 50. Any other number we have? Are they also quickly changing like us? Number of districts, number of states, like India, are they quickly changing? All right, so just check these things, get your get your basics. So I have another question. So which state do you want to travel? Do you already know the states and which state do you? Texas, okay. Oh, wow. Texas. Wisconsin, California. Right, very nice. Good names also. The state names are good. Also, please choose your college names and university names, right? Yamini, anywhere in USA, she's fine, looks like. And I have last question before we go on to the next slides. How many stars are there in US flag? Okay. 2, 10, 26, 50. All right. Okay, so yeah, just wanted to get all you onto this platform, your minds back onto this platform. So thanks for your answers. Fee structure. They will talk about even financing and what will be the fee, probably how much amount you'll have to. They'll all speak about it. Ramesh is going to explain. So thanks, Ramesh, for giving me this break. And yeah, you can go on.
Sure. So yeah, as you can see, there are like types of colleges, government colleges, state universities, colleges, private colleges, and community colleges. So government colleges like or state colleges, they're always at top. They are very large universities. The fees as well, they're a bit comparative. It's not too costly. It's not yet too cheap. Okay, it's lower than private, but yeah, you have a good reasonable prices over there. And the best colleges actually, even private colleges are best, but thing is that they're too costly. They have good placements and all. You can go with that as well. Community colleges, if you're if you're tight with your budget, then you can go with your community colleges. uh, Set a couple of colleges, yeah, make a list of colleges, see the alumni of that particular college, see if you any of your college mate have studied in that, get to talk with them, if possible, try to always, whenever you get a college, do a lot of research. Go through the college website, go through the portal, go through the employee staff details as well. Not details as in how the work environment is, and how would be your opportunities post your MS. And the main thing is that CPT visas and all. See, every college, not most of the colleges give you a visa called CPT visa, which is curricular practical training, which what do you mean by that is it lets you work in US. So what type of work? Let's say you've opted for business type of course. So then you'll have to find an internship, or you can do a job in that particular course. I mean, related to that particular course. Let's say there's a college where it gives you CPT visa. Normally, most of the colleges will provide you CPT visa, uh, CPT work authorization. It's not visa, it's CPT work authorization. Okay, it's an authorization basically to work in US while studying itself. Okay, after a semester, they'll give you the work authorization. They'll give you this authorization. They'll not give you the day one you arrive to US and the day one you joined your college. It's not like that. But few colleges, what they'll do is, in order to attract students, they'll give you day one CPT. So what do you mean by that is, the moment you join your college, first you'll have to choose your subjects, and then parallelly, what they'll do is you can apply for a CPT. But in order for you to apply CPT, as in curricular practical training, you will have to have an offer letter in hand. Only then they'll give you CPT. If not, they'll not give you CPT. So what generally people do is they'll contact consultancies, or if you have good rapport with your managers, or if you have any relatives, working in some company, they can give you offer letter. So with that offer letter, you apply for your CPT and your college will grant you CPT. So again, CPT is of two types: part-time CPT and full-time CPT. So part-time CPT, it's fine. You don't. I mean, you can work in a particular company as an intern or as an employee over there with this CPT. So full-time, not all the colleges will give you. Only few colleges will give you the full-time CPT. But most of the colleges will give you part-time as well, part-time CPT. So with this, you can get to work anywhere in USA with many restrictions. There are lots of restrictions. You know, you'll be able to you'll get to know what all the restrictions are. But for now, yeah, this is the thing going on in US. So let's say you are a fresher. You've most of you are freshers. So let's say you've joined a company. People, your colleagues, or I mean your friends, they might be working in as a part-time job in some restaurants or some malls or somewhere, because here everything is fine. You don't have to treat yourself saying that I'll have to work in restaurant, how would my friends feel. It's not like that here. It's a very good, we have like basically there's no what do you call it? There's no everyone is down to earth basically, so you don't have to worry about that. And apart from that, you can apply to companies. People don't know this, so they keep working in restaurants also. They'll earn 12 to $15 or $20, max to max $20 per hour. You cannot surpass that amount if you work as somewhere in restaurant, because college will not allow you to work over there. So you'll have to work there illegally. Illegal as in yeah. So you don't have to worry. I mean, don't get afraid. I'm just telling you the facts. That's it. So max to max from $12 to $10 to $20. Max to max, you cannot cross $20. That's it, because there are lots and lots of people who are willing to work at less dollars per hour. Okay, so that's how it works. But what no one uses is with this CPT, you can apply for companies. There are companies who accept CPT students, and they'll give you jobs. I mean, they'll give you opportunities. But thing is that it takes long time. Okay, you just have to wait, and then you apply for a particular company. And then crack your interview, and then you can join the company. You can talk to your college saying that I've got the opportunity, and you can work there as a part-time or full-time based on your CPT. It's not easy, but yeah, you can get it. Keep trying, keep applying for companies, keep interviewing yourself up, and keep attending interviews, etc. So that will help you a lot in coming days as well. So I myself, what I've done is I'm studying in St. Francis. It's a day one CPT. So I took CPT full-time authorization. So I've got the CPT, and with that again, I have applied to other companies as well. So right now I'm working as a full-time employee in LexisNexis. So Equifax, etc. They're all companies related to data engineering and all. So right now I'm working as a full-time employee, studying parallelly. So of course I have 5+ years of experience that will help me a lot. I mean, that helps me a lot. That helped me a lot because freshers, they'll not take you immediately, but still that doesn't mean that no companies will take. There are companies in USA wherein they'll accept freshers with CPT work authorization as well. So all you have to do is brush up your skills. I guess most of your CSE students, you must be very good in all technologies, stack, all. I mean, any stack, not all stacks. And if you're interested in AI/ML, try revising yourself, try revising the concepts, get everything in hand, attend interviews. Then you'll be able to crack interviews for sure if you are, if you have worth. So then it's not like if you have worth. I'm sorry. Like even companies, accept trainees or internship students. So you can get trained in that particular company while they pay you. So the salary, it depends. From freshers, it's like $30 per hour. It starts from $25 at least. So you can happily work in that particular company while pursuing your education and then paying off your loans as well. So yeah, financially we'll again discuss that, but for now this is the entire structure. Okay, and
So-
you also have another option. You can work in a school itself. You can work in the college itself. You don't have to go to a company, or you don't have to go to a restaurant. Few colleges, they'll accept students to work over there itself as a part-time employee. So they'll pay you $15 to $18 per hour or so. Yeah.
Here, want to add a point, Ramesh.
Mhm.
So students, as Ramesh has mentioned, there are public universities, which are state universities, private universities, and community colleges.
Correct.
Community colleges are very, very low fee colleges, and many students who cannot afford high fees. If there are any such students who are here, what they do is they first go to community college. They do their 2 years in those colleges and they apply for a transfer to the bigger university in the 3rd year. By the time those 2 years, they earn some good amount to be able to pay to the fee in big universities. So this kind of thing, a lot of people who cannot pay huge fees do this. So if there are any students in this group now who have this dream to go to US but think cannot pay that much, can consider this as an opportunity. However, community colleges are not that research focused. They are not, they don't come with all the frills of a public university, state university, or a private university. They are a little bit more for the communities, just like, think like they are like government colleges. It's like that. Okay, so go on, Ramesh.
Yeah, and for few colleges, you don't have to wait for like 2 years as well. You just have to, after you come here, you can transfer your I-20. So even waiting, of course, that's possible. And after a semester as well, you can transfer your colleges. So there is always an option. First, try coming to US, and then you'll get to know all the things.
During visa, is there any disadvantage if they go to community college?
It's not type of college. What they see is why are we going? As in, are we really going for studies? If they are convinced that we are really going there for studying, then they'll give you visa. It doesn't matter. Of course, college will help you. If it's a top college, they'll give you visa quickly. But if it's other college, if they see people coming, all the people joining into a particular college, if they see something fish is happening, then there's a trouble. But as long as you make them convince, like I'm going for studies, I'll do my education and then I'll come back, then they will be happy. But most of the scenarios, 50% of the students, they'll get rejected because they have a particular quota on a daily basis. They cannot approve all the visas, right? So they'll reject visas. It's irrelevant of how you perform, irrelevant of how your scores are, how your financial status is. So it is irrelevant on that. They'll just reject you. So you don't get demotivated. All you do is keep trying. That's it. So that's the major block. Giving a test, applying for a college, getting admission, it's all one part. And then attending visa, that's a very big deal breaker for you, for everyone. So first you'll have to get a visa slot booked. That itself is right now it's very tough because everyone is trying to book a visa, but every calendar is blocked, every date is blocked. So they're not able to book. So make sure that you have your, I mean, of course, you're all freshers, right? So yeah, who are all passed out. So this will help you a lot. So try giving your exam as early as possible so that you'll have a 2 years of gap. I mean, 2 years of timeline for applying college and getting admission and attending visa interviews. So once your visa interviews are booked, prepare yourself, go formally, prepare as much as possible, and then attend. If you're rejected, half of you will get rejected. It's their limit. We cannot do that because they'll not, of course, 100 students, they'll not give 100 visas. Right? Of course, they'll have to cancel. So don't get demotivated and then you reapply. That's it. So once your visa approves, that's fine. So then academic calendar, credit system, we will all
I have a
discuss
question
this.
though. So will there be any remarks or will there be any disadvantage if a visa gets rejected in the first?
No, it's not like that. If your visa gets rejected, there won't be any mark. It doesn't mean that we have done something fishy. No, it's not like that. If your visa is rejected, it's just that they're not satisfied according to them, but according to us. But according to them, they have to meet the quota limits. That's it. But few of them, they'll genuinely reject because they're not convinced. So if you go untidy, or if you accent, or not accent, if your financial status is not good, see, if you have to attend the visa interview, you'll have to provide enough financial things. Yeah, so we'll discuss that. Just a minute. So academic calendar, it varies with every colleges. It doesn't mean that you'll have to complete your college in 2 years or 3 years. It's not like that. Every semester you'll have to choose your subject according to your own pace. Choose your subject, give your assignments, get credits, and then you can complete your entire program. It can be 2 years or it can be 1.5 years, but do not complete prior to 1 year. It's of no use for anyone because it has its merits, it has its demerits. I'll explain you. Make sure that you complete it in more than 1 year, 2 months. Credit system, it again depends based on the colleges. My college, I'll have to have 33 credits in order to graduate. Okay, so these are all you'll be able to understand. That's not a thing. Yeah. So how do you select a colleges? Do an extensive research. Do not just go to a college. I mean, of course, if you are tight with your budget, select a college which has low fee. Come here, and then you can transfer your college from one college to other college. But also have a plan. Do not just come here and then sit ducks, because you cannot survive over here if you have none. So I mean, without research, you will have to do a particular research. If you have no one over here, do an extensive research. If you have a college, it's fine. Research on accommodation. If you do not have a college, select like 10 colleges. Even if you have an admission, if you're not satisfied with the college after coming, how do you transfer your I-20? Talk with your college, talk with your second college. So do all the extensive research. So no one will guide you. Consultancies, they'll choose college based on their convenience, based not on your requirements. So always get to that. Okay. Not everything is like that, but I'm just telling. Okay, academic, etc. Majors. So there are many degrees. So there's a concept called double major. So what do you mean by that is people, let's say I've done my master's. So after doing your master's, you will have something called as OPT, which is optional practical training. So that's a type of work authorization where you can get to work across USA for 1 year. After 1 year, you can again apply for externship. Externship. So they'll grant you for 2 more years, 24 months. So totally, you can work in US after your master's for 3 years. This only applies for IT majors, not for other programs, not for MBA, not for hotel management, etc. Only for IT related courses, you will have totally 3 years of work authorization after your master's. So you can happily work for 3 years. While applying itself, you will have to apply for H1B, which is a work visa. So let's say within 3 years, every year you'll have to apply for H1B. First year, no one will apply because for H1, there's a tax, but for OPT students, there's no tax. Not no tax, but yeah, there's a minimum tax. So let's say you have applied for H1 on second year of your OPT. You didn't get picked up. H1 is purely lottery. You'll just Google it, what H1 is and all, you'll get to understand everything. So third year, you have applied for H1 and it didn't get picked up. So you'll have to return because your visa will have an expiry date of 5 years or so. 2 years for studying and 3 years for work. After your work, you will have to return back. There's no other choice. So what people do is they'll apply for other masters. We call it as double major. So they can stay in US. So in order to avoid coming back to India, they'll do this. Okay. So selection ratio, it's always tough. Okay. You have a number of colleges. It's not that you don't get an admission. It's only that you'll have to pass your visa. That's it. You'll have to get your visa approved. That's the major thing. Selection ratio, you don't have to worry. There are lots and lots of colleges. Yeah, student teacher ratio, it's all fine. Lifestyle, it's all based on
the selection ratio is that they have to see it for each of those colleges. Say, for example, if you apply to Harvard, they will select 1 in 500. And if they want to, so each college publishes their selection ratio on their website. So how many people apply to them, and of which how many people get through. Some colleges, 85% applicants get through the selection process. Some colleges, only 30% get through the selection process. So it will be very difficult. As the rank of the university is, as it moves towards the top 50 or top 30, the selection ratio will be quite low. So when you are selecting a college, you will have to, obviously many students want to study want to have a very good brand on their resume. So some students apply to those dream universities, which it is difficult to get. The selection ratio is quite low, but still they apply to that. And also you have to go to those universities, apply to those universities which are safe. That means you apply to those universities where there is 85 to 90% of acceptance. So you apply 85 to 90%. So there you definitely get through. Okay, so there is a problem with visas, as Ramesh has said, but also there is a problem in your application getting through in big colleges. Okay, so you will have to check. You can apply to send your GRE score, and usually people apply to 5 colleges. So you can apply 1 or 2 stretch. That means dream colleges. Rest of the things, be safe. Okay, so that is what this is. Please go on, Ramesh.
So lifestyle, you don't have to worry when you're studying. College size, again, it's based on the campus. If it's a private, it's the size is medium, not large, not small. But for public colleges, I mean for government colleges, they're pretty low, but they're all good colleges. But for community colleges, the size is huge. That's it. So yeah, choose the university, get your deadline set. So what I've done is I've started my process in 2021 June. So June, July, I've done my entire research. I've visited many consultancies, and I've got my information. I had to do extensive research because I'm not good with this knowledge. I had to do extensive research. Post that, I've picked a consultancy, and then I've studied for IELTS. So my college, what I was applying for, I had 4 to 5 colleges in mind. So I have studied. I took IELTS test because they all accept IELTS. So I took my IELTS, I got 7.5. So minimum is 7. Not minimum, the good score is 7 to 8. 8 is a very good score out of 10. So 7, fine, it's still a good score, but getting 7.58 is good thing for your visa. It looks good on your visa at visa interview. Okay. So yeah, I gave my IELTS, and then I have applied for colleges. I've got the admission. Admission as in they'll give you an I-20 form saying that yes, I'm willing to join your company. So they'll give you an I-20 form wherein saying that yes, you are allowed to study in the college. You can show this as a proof at visa interview. So after that, you will have to apply. You have to book your visa interview. So once you book your visa interview, based on the slots. It can be in Hyderabad, it can be in Delhi, it can be in Bangalore, it can be in Chennai, anywhere. So I've booked my slot in Delhi because there was no slot available in Hyderabad, etc. So back in October, I've booked not October, April, yeah. So I had to wait for like 5 months just to book this visa slot. I've got my I-20 in November, October ending. So I had to wait for like November, December, Jan, Feb, March, April, like close to 5 months I had to wait. April 28th, I got my visa slot booked. I've traveled to Delhi and I've attended my interview. So so for this, there has to be, there have to be few requirements. So let's say your college fee per year is $20,000 per year, let's say. So first semester, let's say it's $10,000. So you'll have to show them saying that, I have, basically you'll have for 2 years, let's say the master's is for 2 years. So it's $40,000. So you'll have to give them proof saying that I have $40,000. So it can be 70% of them, it can be in liquid, and other 30% it can be in assets, etc. And you should also showcase them the properties as well. Not too high, not too low. Enough amount, enough properties would be good. So what I did was I've showcased saying that I have this much amount and I have these many properties as well. So yeah, and they'll of course, first what they'll do is they'll just ask you all the papers, financial documents, your I-20, your passport, etc. So you'll have to just preparing for your college is not enough. Preparing for this is at the same time, equally enough. So yeah, I gave the documents. They're all satisfied. They've asked a couple of questions. That's it. As in, what college? Where do you stay? That's the important thing, because you should not. They should not feel that you're just going there, because it will be a burden for USA if you have no plans at all. Okay, so prepare your answers well, and then I've got my visa approved, and after a month, I've started my. I've booked my flight. I came, and I've joined to the in the college. So after I joined my college, I have I've got to know how the subject work, how the credit system works, etc. So here you'll have to choose your subject. First semester, I chose 2 subjects. Apart from that, other minor subjects as well, which has 1 credit, etc. Every subject has 3 credits. So it's all you'll get to know. So, and then parallelly, I've got a consultancy. I've got to know, I've found a consultancy wherein they gave me an offer letter saying that you can work under our consultancy. So with that offer letter, I've applied for CPT. I've got my CPT. And with this CPT, again applied for other companies. Like 2 weeks back, I've got my offer letter, and I've started working from past 2 weeks. So yeah, I've traveled here to May. So it's been May, June, so July. So within 2.5 months, I was able to, because I have I had 5 years experience. So that helped me a lot. If you're a fresher, you can still do this, provided you should apply extensively, like LinkedIn, Indeed, Dice, get to know company portals. Okay, do not aim for part-time jobs in restaurants and all. Aim for part-time jobs or full-time jobs in these set of areas. But at the same time, you cannot use your full-time CPT for more than 1 year. If you use your CPT for more than 1 year, they'll not grant you OPT. Okay. Make sure you utilize your CPT for like only 11 months full time. Part time, there are no restrictions of CPT. Okay. Just make a note of all these keywords. It will be confusing because many of you might be at the very beginning stage itself. You might be worried about all these terminologies, but just make a note. Do R&D, you'll get to know that. Okay. So there are lots of folks available for you to help with this process, but after this, how? Also, that's what I'm telling you. So for first sem, before you come, have let's say per annum it's $10,000. You'll have to have at least $5,000 at least in your pocket, so that you can pay first semester fee easily. If you have $10,000, that's good because you don't have to worry a lot. If you're $20,000, 10 plus 10, it's fine again. Then you're very good. If you don't have any amount, then do not come. I mean, at least for first semester, you make sure you have an amount, because here no one will. Of course, if you have relatives, friends, that's different story. But yeah. So for first semester, you'll have to pay the fee. You can sit happily, and then you can try applying for jobs, etc. If you don't want to apply jobs, if you just want to concentrate on studying, that's a very good thing, because if you come here only for studying, do that. You better do that. If you're tight with financial, do this. Do studies, and then apply jobs parallelly as well with CPT. So after you complete your masters, you can happily work with OPT authorization, to work authorization. That's how the entire system works. So eligibility, anyone can study in US. It's not that people after 30 they cannot study. It's not like that. Take tests. So based on the type of college, choose a particular test, or you have a couple of colleges which accepts different tests. If you are if you are interested, prepare for 2 or 3 tests. It's all based on the individual. So yeah, after that you prepare yourself, and then you give your best. Apply. So this is a process of applying for a particular college. They'll ask you a couple of documents, SOP, statement of purpose. Why are you going? Letter of recommendations from your college, from your employee if you're working, from your colleague, etc. Resume. If not all colleges ask this, few. And then transcripts. Of course, if your college should help with this. A few of the colleges, what they do is they'll not help you properly with this transcripts and all. Max to max, all good colleges will help you with this transcripts. You get them, and then you upload it into your portal, or you send it to your college. They'll verify everything. Once they feel that you're all genuine, they'll give you an admission as an I-20 form. A few colleges, you will have to pay $500 or some amount as an admission fee. They'll release you I-20. For a few colleges, they'll just give you an I-20. You don't have to pay anything. So yeah, these are the different checklists for applying. So you'll get to know this. Apply, and then yeah, offer letter, and then visa. So yeah, that's what visa we have discussed. Okay. So calculating costs, that's what. So let's say per annum it's $20,000, let's say. So totally it's $40,000. If you have $40,000, if you took your loan for full amount, it's fine. You sit, you get yourself educated happily, and then later you can work, you can clear off the debts. That's not an issue because it's an INR amount. Over here, you can happily work. You can, if you're if you are good with your technologies, you will get a job, you will clear off the debt. So you don't have to worry about taking a debt and not getting cleared. So that you don't have to worry. Okay. At the same time, if you are not good with your financial, these are the other things which you can do. At least have an amount for 1 semester or 2 semesters. I recommend to have for like entire year, like $20,000 in your pocket, and then come here, and then uh, if you are willing to work, parallelly do your work, and then pay off your rents, monthly rentals, and your daily needs, etc. And then you can earn and you can save amount for your second academic year. So funding, there are lots and lots of scholarships available. Okay, tuition waivers. Every college has this concept actually. You'll have to have all these qualifications. Entrance exam. Mostly there will be an entrance exam. If you're cleared for that, they'll reduce you. Try having a talk with your college regarding this. Do not just assume saying that you'll have to pay an entire fee by yourself. They have their own programs, monthly installments or reducing a fee. So don't hesitate to communicate with your college. They might reduce the fee. So yeah, these are the documents required for your visa. I-20, which is like an acceptance, bank statements, your score, SOPs, LORs, etc. Business documents. If you have work experience, yeah, I've got my experience, so I had to carry all my payslip. I had to carry all my um, appointment letters, offer letters, sorry, offer letters, salary slips, etc. Yeah. So these are the different things which I've gone through. So yeah, guys, that's it from my end. So what I'm planning to do is I've completed my half a semester. I've completed my 2 subjects, and this is my second. Let's say 1-2 first semester is second part. I took another subject, and coming semester I took 3 subjects. So right now I only took 1 subject. I'm parallelly doing assignments at the same time, parallelly working as well. So after 1 year, 2 months, I'll try completing this entire course in 1 year or 2 months or so, and then I'll apply for OPT, and then I can work from there. So that's how my plan is, and this is what I've done. So I've started my preparation from back in June. So exactly May ending, I've traveled here. So it took me a year because the obstacle for me was the visa interview. See, admissions, it all depends on the college. It's not that, they'll only start in December, October. It's not like that. Every college has a different intake policies, different intakes. Few of the college, they'll accept for all the intakes, like spring, fall. Um, uh, there's another thing. Yeah, so for every 2 months, few of the colleges accept the students for every 2 months. Jan, March, May, etc. So based on your college, it depends. Accept without IELTS, see, that's what, and it's based on your college. If you feel that the college which I am applying to accepts IELTS, GRE, or anything, apply for that. Duolingo, people go with Duolingo, but not the top college will accept Duolingo. Top colleges only accept GRE, I suppose. I'm not sure. IELTS and GRE, I suppose. I'm not sure. But yeah, other countries other than US, yes, it's always good to pursue, education in other countries as well. But get to know the opportunities. What after US, what? Because UK, you do not have a concept of work authorization over there. Of course, they have right now, but how is it? After studies, what? So always have that question in your mind. If you're aiming for a good education, if you're aiming for a good college, any country is fine. Come back and then work. If you're aiming for for money, or if you're aiming solely for USA, based on that you do your research, etc. BTech good score? No, it's you should have a not a good score. You should have a better score, not a very good score, not below average, but yeah, that will help you. That's it. But if you have pass marks as well, that's fine. Scholarships, it all depends on the colleges which are in US. Loans, yes, you will have to talk with your bank managers regarding that. You'll have to keep something as an insurance. You can put your I-20 as well and apply for your loans. So loans concept and all, I'm not sure how it works because yeah. So you can priority talk with your bank employees and get to know how to apply for a loan. Don't wait for at the end. Don't wait till end till you get your admission, etc. See, opportunities, there are lots and lots of opportunities anywhere across US or anywhere across India. Why do people come to US just to have savings or, according to work authorization? I mean, for students, they come here for good education. So no one comes to USA saying that there are no opportunities in India. It's not like that. There are lots and lots of opportunities in India than USA. People come here to to explore or to have a better income or to have a better things. That's it. It's not that they don't come here saying there are no jobs in India. It's very wrong. 3 years bachelor's degree, that's a good question. They are eligible, however, they are very much eligible, but you just have to focus on visa
No, they are
interview.
not eligible actually.
No, 3 years
Bachelor
batch.
not 16 years is minimum education that
Okay,
US
okay, got it. Yeah, sorry, I'm so sorry. Correct.
3 years
So
bachelor. Third year, 3 years people usually add up their not their qualification with 1 year PGDBM or something like that. Or
okay.
one of my classmate has actually completed 1 year of MBA or 1 year of MCA that they used to do and used to leave actually. So they need a 16 years.
Okay, great. Yeah, that's a good thing. Yeah. So try to have 16 years of education. Yeah. So can I enter to USA after for doing job with the help of my cousin visa? No. You cannot see no one will get work authorization that easily. If your cousin, no, that's not even possible, remotely possible. Uh, let's say I'm working. Uh, let's say if I'm married, my wife has to come here. So she'll have to apply for another visa, H4 visa, dependent visa. No one will give a dependent visa work authorization. Okay, they'll have to come here. They'll have to again apply for a work authorization as in H1. They'll have to again apply for a lottery. If they are picked, they can start working. So dependents can work. No, if I have a green card, that's a different thing. Can we stay up to 3 years to work in US after completion of masters? Yeah, that's what data analysis, right? The subject is data analysis. So after your education, you'll have an OPT for a year and 2 years as an extension. So totally 3 years, yes, you can stay. If you want to come back, happily work 3 years and then you can come back. Or if you want to still continue working, apply for H1 parallelly. So what is H1B? What is CPT? What is OPT? So while studying, it's a CPT. You can use it or you don't. You don't have to use it. It's not mandatory. But if you want to use it, there is something called as CPT. While studying, after your studies, you have something called as OPT for a year plus 2 years extension. So totally 3 years. After your studies, uh, there is something called as H1B. So you should be applying H1B here itself while pursuing your OPT itself. If you get your H1 picked, it's fine. You can continue work. So normally what people do is from here itself, they'll apply H1B. Let's say I don't want to study. I just want to work in USA. So for that, we have a category called H1. So let's say I'm in India. I want to just work. I don't want to, deal with this all storm. So what I'll do is I'll apply for H1. If I'm picked up, I can happily travel to US. I can work because H1 is only meant for working. So out of 100 applicants, they have certain quota wherein they'll pick people to come here and work. After completing the BTech or doing a job couple of years, it's up to you. See, if you have your goal, if you have your long-term goal planned in US, come to US, happily get yourself a master degree. No one will ask you not to study, right? So it's always good to study and then do a job, or you can do a job here India, like let's say you already have experience for 2 years and then you can pursue studies. Yeah, it's entirely up to you. But yeah, you'll have to lose like if you work in India for 3 years and if you want to travel US for studies, 1 year. It takes at least 1.5 years. So try preparing for that. Don't expect job immediately with CPT. After coming years, you will have to sacrifice at least 5 months, at least 2 to 5 months. So it has its calculations, which is better. How many times we can apply for a visa in a year? So right now, once a visa get rejected, right now there's a limit. Earlier there was no limit actually. For every they can apply for visa again in 2 months. But right now, once your visa gets rejected, you will have to wait for like more than 6 months. I'm not sure, but yeah, uh, only then you can reapply your visa. Okay, so if you get your visa slot booked, treat it carefully. Okay, do not just mess around with it. Prepare accordingly. Give your best. But at the same time, if your visa gets rejected, it will get rejected. Don't assume don't plan saying that don't have a just the positive mind saying that I'll get. Also prepare for the worst part as well. Okay, which country is good for country? I'm not sure. Okay, you have opportunities in USA. You have lots of opportunities in USA. You have opportunities in Canada. Which major is good? Any major. That's fine. Any major in IT. If you're interested in studying, choose accordingly. If not, any IT major is good. If you are in IT background. Freshers salary, you don't have to worry about salary. See, if you come from a good college, your salary will be very good, very good. If you get placed after college, normally if there are no placements and all, if you have to apply on your own, then according to your knowledge, according to your interview, they'll decide your package. So I cannot talk on the package exactly with the figures and all. Yeah. MS degree accepted in India, of course. You can just say that I've gone to study in abroad. No one will object you for that. Plus 2 years in USA. So can we stay for 3 years with general master's degree? Yes, that's what. See, data analysis, it comes under IT. So again, you'll have to inquire with college, but max to max, yes, you can stay 3 years with this degree post your master's. Yeah, you can jump streams as well. I've got a colleague wherein she is in my course, IT project management. Earlier she was in health science. The major was, so it was too costly, so she had to jump from that college to our college, and she had to switch her major as well. So yeah, that's not an issue. After MS, it all depends on you. Once you get your OPT, you can immediately crack, or it takes time. It all depends on you actually. It can take 1 month, it can take 1 or 2 weeks, or 2 months, 3 months, etc. It's based on the individual. Full stack development, it's always good. Development, it's like 365 days, all the years. Let's come to colleges. Yeah, that's what it is, solely based on the college. If your college is very much reputed enough, then people come pick you up. Or if not, you can search for yourself. Searching a job, trust me, you don't have to worry about that. You will get, if you put your efforts, getting yourself skilled. Do not think saying that I'm a fresher, I don't have to worry about anything, I don't have to learn anything. No, that's a very wrong misconception. Okay, select a stream, get trained yourself before applying job itself, and then apply job. Don't waste time while you're pursuing your study education. Start getting trained in a particular technology. Fix your technology. How much funding? Yeah, see, that's what. If you stay in New York, it will at least take $1,500 on a monthly basis, at least. If you don't want, if you can compromise on everything, at least $1,500. because people will be they'll stay in 3 share or 4 share rooms and all. Sorry, 2 BHK, 2 sharing. So totally 4 people in 2 BHK, let's say. So you'll have to at least have $1,600, $2,000 is good amount. I'll say that. 1,000 to 2,000 based on your convenience. If you are like very tight, 1,200. If you are flexible, 2,000 is good enough. Again, it's based on the state. Here in California, 1,000, it will not even, it's not even enough. So yeah, guys, that's it. I have a meeting. I'll have to jump back, I'm afraid. So yeah, if you have any queries, you can always get back to Hasith, or they can get back to me. Yeah. So always do extensive research. That's it from my end.
Thanks a lot, Ramesh. Thanks for your valuable time and especially accepting our
Thanks,
request to
Ramesh.
go early in the morning.
Thank you. Thank you.
Have a great day.
You too, guys. Thank you.
So a small announcement, guys. So we usually conduct this every Thursday, but from next week, we are doing this every Sunday around 4 p.m. So the next session will be on UK universities. So if anyone is interested to do in UK, I'm getting few colleagues who came to UK to study, and then they're working currently right now. So you can ask any questions. And after that, the following week, we're gonna have a session on German universities and Europe universities. So yeah, so that's the announcement from my end. So thank you all. Thank you for your time. Ma'am, you want to add anything?
No, thank you so much, everyone. Please pass the message to your friends. Let them take benefit of this platform.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you all. Thank you all. Bye.